The players that are going to be out, what are you expecting? What will be the keys tonight?
Next, we just gotta, we've done it all season, just guys have to step up. Obviously, guys will be playing some more minutes, and Celtics have some guys out. We obviously have guys out, so listen, at this time of the season, I think it is what it is in the NBA. That's why you have to have a deep roster.
Where are you on the injury front right now, and specifically Rondé? How close?
Yeah, close. I'd say hopeful for the next game. He practiced a little bit yesterday, so that was good news. So I'd say hopeful. That's my term.
Kenny, the other night when you talked about Spencer being in a slump, he had a little reaction to it, and on Twitter said "LOL slump." Have you guys hashed that out at all?
Yeah, we talked about it, and we're good. I think I normally don't like to do that, it kind of slipped out, so quite honestly, I apologize to him. I think that's not the way I like to operate, to motivate a guy, but it's also, I told Spencer, you're a talented player, you were playing at an all-star level. How can I help you get there? And so that was kind of the conversation. We had a little chuckle, so we're good.
Was there anything specifically that triggered it, like
No.
step backs? Or?
Yeah, maybe slump was the wrong word. I think it's we need him to play great, like he has been, and he's been excellent for us. We need excellent Spencer. That was kind of the thinking. I think slump was the wrong word. I think we need him to play at a high level.
Is that just like individual case by case basis where a guy might chafe to the coach saying something like that publicly, but another player might not, or is that more just younger players like Spencer?
I think that's Spencer's pride, and he's a prideful guy, and I think a lot of players are like that. So I know coaches normally don't like to use the press and that was not the reason I did it, or wasn't trying to motivate him or anything like that. It was just my natural kind of reaction to his play lately. But like I said, he's one of our best players. That's just simple as that, and we need him to play at that high level for us to be successful.
Could you assess, why you think he hasn't played at that level? Last 4 or 5 games, it clearly hasn't been the same. Is that a matter of fatigue, you think, or is he nursing something that we don't know about?
Listen, I think every player goes through. We could take a 5-game stretch, and I think out of all of our players, you're just going to have stretches like that. And I think as a coach, you want perfection. You want every game for them to play great every stretch of games. And I'm sure this point of the season, as much as we've asked of him, it's normal. But Spencer, he always bounces back, and sure he'll play well tonight.
With Rondé out and Jared out, I'm sure you'd probably like to see more production from Treveon with his shooting, trying to work him back to where he was. With the 2 days that you had, the day off and the practice, what does the coaching staff do to get him back?
Yeah, I think it starts with the head coach, continuing to believe in him. I think that's important, and I just think when you've been out that long, it just takes a while to get back. I think we've seen it with all our players, and throughout the NBA, you're out for a while, and it takes some time. But I can tell you, I have complete confidence. I hope he shoots 15 threes tonight. I just believe in his shot. I've seen it. So training camp, I see what he can do. So he's going to keep shooting them. But we trust him on the defensive end, and that's the #1 reason he's out there, because he gets after it defensively, gives us stability and strength there, and we really like that. And when the open shots are there, he's going to continue to take them.
Coach, with the injuries, the team has exerted a lot of energy to be in the position that they're in, knocking on the door of a playoff spot. You have a performance team staff to take care of physical fatigue. What steps, give us an idea of what is done to address mental fatigue that could take place over the course of this middle part of the season?
I think we have that part covered too. I think that's part of the performance kind of approach. We have a complete performance team, and that's just not the physical part. performance. You know, it's a mental part too. So I think we're a complete performance team in that sense. And listen, I think you know, in terms of playing with 8, 9, or 10, I think at the end of the day, Michael, that's what guys want. Guys want big minutes. And, you know, we've kind of controlled minutes, so there is stretches of the season where guys have to extend their minutes. I think we're prepared from a physical standpoint. I think we're prepared from a mental standpoint. I know, you know, guys relish those opportunities. Like, man, I'm going to play more minutes tonight, or I'm a guy that hasn't been playing, I'm going to get some more minutes. I think it's a healthy thing.
Who like power forward, Damari or Treveon?
We'll see. He's still debating. I told you guys the other day, you know, it's DeMar can obviously play the 4. DeMar gives us, he shot the ball well of late, and that's something we have to look at. But I do think that's a game time, you know, kind of 60 on the clock decision.
And obviously you, I mean, it was touched on, you're in playoff position now. But when you consider how difficult this stretch is, this 3-game stretch that you're in, that could obviously change quickly. I mean, could you just touch on, I guess, the importance of this game, considering when you look where you're going in the next game and Toronto behind you?
Ryan, I do think it's a home game, and I think we have an advantage when we're playing here at Barclays. So you like to take advantage of those opportunities. We know what lies ahead. We know we have a difficult schedule, but I always say when you look at the totality of an NBA, you know, that when the NBA schedule comes out, you're like, man, can we win one game this year? Because how tough this league is. So I think we're just taking it in kind of individual game by game and trying to really focus. And that's been from the beginning, focus on our improvement and take care of the things we need to take care of, and hopefully, you know, we keep playing well.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, everybody.